Sunday Night Football, and the NFC North is on the line. This is Brad Bowers in the pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We're talking a key Sunday Night Football game. Green Bay at Detroit. Fez, who do you like and why?
I'm on the Detroit Lions plus the 3.5. All Detroit does is win at home. They're 6-1 straight up there this year. And this team has always been better at home than on the road. But we've really seen that home-road dichotomy this year. Only one loss at home to the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, and let's talk about that loss to Tennessee. It's a game that was pretty misleading. Probably shouldn't have lost that game, right?
Oh, my gosh. If you had the money line on the Lions, you're losing your mind because they had the game under control the whole way. And then 2 backdoor touchdowns at the very end of the game, the second one, and they somehow found a way to lose 15-16.
All right, a little bit of concern that I have, and you're going to get some slight disagreement with me. I'm going to actually back Green Bay here. And the concern that I have as far as Detroit is concerned, I'm going to use your own words against you here, Fez. Last week, you had an overcall in the Detroit-Dallas game. By the way, great winner. You were ahead of the line move, still flew over the total. But that Detroit defense, when they finally faced a legitimate offense, allowed 42 points. Does that cause for concern here?
Not so much because it was a road game. So the last 5 years, Detroit is -10 in terms of wins and losses on the road. They're +4 at home, so much better at home. Does not surprise me that the offense struggled at the Giants. Does not surprise me that their defense struggled at Dallas.
All right, it seems like we've been talking about here the last couple of weeks, Matthew Stafford's injury. How is that progressing for you? Is it enough here to back him?
Yeah, obviously he was horrible in Chicago when he had the first injury against Chicago, but then subsequently I've seen improvement. He's got the little glove on his finger. I think he'll be just fine.
Your second main handicap.
Green Bay struggles on the road. 3-4 straight up this year, and their only wins against poor teams. You know, they get by Philadelphia, Jacksonville, Chicago. They haven't beat one good team on the road, and historically, the past 5 years, this team's barely above 500 on the road, 20-19 straight up.
All right, I'm going to go back to the first earlier meeting between these two. Green Bay is up, almost halftime, up 31-3 over the Lions. Of course, they get a little lackadaisical in the second half. They still win the game, but as far as the cover, it's right around a touchdown. They win by 7. Misleading final there. Is that cause for concern?
I think it's a different Green Bay team now that they've had to play those 5 straight. We got to run the table, as Aaron Rodgers says. So much effort from the defense, and now the eye test says it's regressing. Matt Barkley puts up 360 on you. Sam Bradford puts up 380. I don't think that defense is going to be able to hold this Detroit Lion team in check in the first half, much less the second half.
All right, even though I disagree with you, it's your pick, your record. Let's make it official.
Let's make it official. Detroit has been winning at home. They're 6-1 straight up there, and they're getting plus 3.5. Green Bay struggles on the road. They're 3-4 straight up on the road this year. And over the past 5 years, they're barely above 500. The Fez math says Detroit plus the 3.5. More videos at pregame.com.